What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen today, I put together a very special build for y'all. Now, this is going to be the big man 3-point defensive bully. The build is actually going to come out to a two-way 3-point glass cleaner. And out of all NBA players, this one today is going to be reminding me of Robert Williams. And coming to our attributes, we'll get a 99 plus when it comes towards our standing dunk, interior defense, block, steal, defensive rebound, strength, and stamina. Now we're also going to get the upgraded layup packages, upgraded dunk packages with a total of 54 badges. Now this is really one of the best two-way players defensively. The build is great for being a catfish and an all-around threat on the floor. Now really consider the extra attributes and boost today, and this is a very rare, unique build name that you can get out of the center position, but it's one of the best defensive players that can guard any position 1 through the 5. So look, I hope you have enjoyed what you have seen from the gameplay, and if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and put this build under the center position. As for the height, let's go with 6'7". Getting into the weight, I'm going to move this all the way up to 270. And then for our wingspan, I'm going to put this to 7'4". Now this is going to set you up perfectly to move forward with today's build. Now let's go ahead and start from the top down. So as for this rating on the close shot, let's go with a 48. Getting into the driving layup, I'm going to go with a 65. Moving into our driving dunk, go with a 75. And then for that standing dunk, I'm going to go with an 83. Now these attributes are going to make a whole lot more sense once we get the build maxed out at 99 overall, and especially our physicals. Put that post control up to a 35. And for the finishing, this is what we're going to be looking like. Now you have everything needed from the upgraded dunk packages as well as layups. Now let's go ahead and dive into the shooting. So for that mid-range shot, I'm going to go with a 64. Getting into the three-pointer, put this all the way up to a 79. As for that free throw, I'm going to go with a 75. And this right here is what we're going to be able to do on this side of the floor. Very versatile when it comes to the interior and outside. One of the best builds all around. And the defense is only going to make this build a whole lot better. So let's go ahead and move into the defensive end. So for that interior, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 88. Getting into the perimeter, I like this best at a 76. And then moving into our steal, go ahead and put this up to an 89. Now as for when it comes to our block, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 87. And then for the rebounding, this is completely optional. But for that defensive, put this all the way up to a 97. 76 when it comes towards our offensive side. And this is what you should be looking like moving forward on the defensive end. Very overpowered build at that, especially once you take into account we can guard any position 1 through the 5 without a struggle. Now the physicals are really going to complete this build. So as for that speed, let's go ahead and put this up to an 82. Moving into our acceleration, I'm going to go with a 70. Moving into my strength, I'm going to go with a 95. And then for that vertical, I like this best at a 90. Now when it comes to our stamina, I'm going to go with a 95. And this is what we're going to be able to do on this side of the floor. Now remember, the +4 attributes that you get from completing your Gatorade facility workouts. That's going to give you at least an extra boost towards this area. So we're going to have that 99 stamina, 94 when it comes towards our vertical, 99 strength, 74 acceleration with an 86 speed. Something that really takes this build over the top. Now let's go ahead and put the rest of the attributes towards our playmaking. So for that pass accuracy, I like this best at a 68. And this is what we should be looking like once you max this build out completely. We have one remaining attribute. Go ahead and put it into your speed with the ball. And essentially, this is what we're going to be able to do with this type of build. So let's go start with some of the badges. As you can see for the standing dunk, I like Silver Precision Dunker. You also get Aerial Wizard, Fast Twitch, and Rise Up. Moving into the Driving Dunk Posterizer on bronze with Slithery is more than enough. Then you also get other badges like Bunny, Whistle, Gold Spin Cycle, and Silver 2-Step. Now for that driving layup, a lot of great badges here. Everywhere from Giant Slayer, you also get Acrobat, Pro Touch, Scooper. All of these are going to make a huge difference, and we even get Float Game. Now getting into that mid-range shot and the 3-pointer, we're going to get badges like Silver Blinders, Catch and Shoot, Corner Specialist with Green Machine, Space Creator, Spot Finder, and then we get Guard Up with Open Looks. Now I personally do like Gold Comeback Kid. Then you also get Agent 3, Deadeye, a whole lot of badges for the shooting to look forward to. And these are really going to have the most bang for your buck, especially taking into account if you do end up buying your shooting boost. Now for the free throw, I went with a 75 to get bronze free points, and then for that pass accuracy, we still get Dimer, Relay Passer, Break Starter, and Post Playmaker. Now let's wrap everything up with the juicy stuff. For that interior defense, we get Gold Workhorse, Post Lockdown, and Silver Anchor. Now for the perimeter end, I like Bronze Clamps, you get 94 feet, Ankle Braces Challenger, Fast Feet Pick Dodger with Silver Off-Ball Pass. Now getting into the steal, this is probably the most essential part of today's build. We're a 6'7" free safety with this badge Gold Interceptor, and then we also get Silver Glove with Right Stick Ripper. Moving into that block, I do enjoy Pogo Stick on the Hall of Fame tier. Anchor once again with Gold Rebound Chaser. Now for that offensive side, a little bit more of the same. And then for the defensive, I think these badges are the best. You get Box Up Beast on Hall of Fame, Pogo Stick, Rebound Chaser on Gold, pretty much everything and more needed to be effective out of this kind of build. Now I would like to know your honest thoughts and opinion. Is there anything that you possibly would do to change or make this build a little bit better? Now we get a total of 3 Hall of Fame badges, 9 gold, 20 silver with a total of 22 bronze. Now remember, if you activate your takeover, that is at least a plus 10 towards any one of these areas. And on top of that, if you buy your own boost, wear gear, and play well throughout each game, 2K will give your character a minor attribute bump. Just something to take into consideration, but honestly I think this is one of the best two-way defenders in all of 2K on next gen, especially to be a small ball center. Now let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons, Robert Williams III being one, and as y'all can see, we have created the big man 3-point defensive bully coming out to the CATFISH 2-way 3-point glass cleaner. Now I want to say thank every one of you for making it this far into the video. More so than anything, thank the man above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. Now if you add up everything of what I previously did mention, you have a whole lot of potential to look forward to when it comes to today's build. And before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.